What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is Friday, March the 8th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off, non-farm payroll just came out. Very good data. So 275 versus 198. So futures are very much reacting in a positive way on all fronts. So that should really make for a very good end of Friday. Plus the fear and greed index is at 75. So like I said, today might be a very good day for a lot of stocks and just the broader market. Starting off, first stock is Rivian, so that is up slightly. And based on yesterday, they did unveil the R2, R3, and R3X, as well as them talking on pausing the construction of the Georgia facility. And I think that's going to net them about $2.5 billion. So that's huge, and big money absolutely loved that news. Well, both in fact. And so since yesterday, big money has been rushing into Rivian, and if you're one of those individuals that likes to follow what big money is doing, well, they are buying. So that's kind of a good thing. As far as shorts though, they are increasing 431,000 shares. 17.64% of the free float is being shorted, and 121.22 million shares overall are being shorted. And right now with it at $12.88 pre-market, it did successfully get that nice push because of that data above this pivot point. So in theory, it is going to be trading between this 1274, so you'll want to watch for that to hold. Vice versa, 1533 will be the next target for Rivian. Moving on, SoundHound. So based on this, there has been no news. There was recently a Form 4 submitted on March the 6th, and it was a director selling 150,000 shares, transaction code S, so that does mean a straight up sell, not for tax purposes or anything like that. So this definitely is not a good sign. And plus, the very first time I did a dedicated video on SoundHound, I did bring up all of these 144s. Just as soon as it started to get hyped up, just everyone dumped a lot of shares. So that's kind of random if you think about it. I don't know. But as far as shorts though, they are increasing 127,000 shares right now, still on the threshold list, and cost to borrow average is 15.99%. 12.05% of the free float is being shorted, and utilization is 88.9%. So a lot of people absolutely love SoundHound despite the lack of updates. But based on the technicals, at least, with this nice push, so it is at $6.15. It is now successfully above this pivot point, very similar to the Rivian scenario. So in theory, it's going to trade between this pivot and this R1, so it could go up to 805. So that would be a new 52-week and all-time high for SoundHound. Moving on, so I'm not going to butcher this name at all. So ticker's AMLX. So it is down 81%, and that is because it looks like not that good of data, and that's, I guess, in phase 3. So essentially that's pretty much the worst thing that could happen as far as what they do. So you can always pause this and read through it. So it is what it is, and it's a 1.29 billion market cap company. So it's not a small cap play by any means, but it is going to be basically today after it gets slaughtered. This company oddly isn't that heavily shorted. Only 387 shares are being increased. 8.97% of the free float is being shorted, and that works out to be 4.92 million shares overall being shorted. So this company definitely is not a squeeze play, and there's no point going over the support and resistance points because it has never been this low. So just tread very lightly. If you do believe in it, then take advantage of these discounted prices. Costco did have their earnings. It is down slightly. Oddly enough, I don't see a lot of people really screaming saying that Costco is a buy or a sell. Just I feel like Costco is just doing its thing and it's just continuing to go up. So most likely this dip is going to get bought up very fast. And right now shorts are returning about 6,000 shares. 1.47% of the free float is being shorted. So this company definitely isn't heavily shorted, and 6.48 million shares overall are being shorted. If you are looking at trading this, so right now with it at $754, it is between this R1 and the R2. So just watch for the $752 dollar range to hold, vice versa $767. So this is going to be a lot of volatility. So this is why I do feel in general it is going to get bought up, but that's just me. And I do really like Costco. I think I only have like 1 share or 2 shares of it, so nothing really crazy. I think I just wanted to participate in the hype when it was around $400. But aside from that, it is what it is. Nvidia. So this is another very hyped up stock. So in reality, I think big money is kind of betting against it now. So I did post this very interesting one because it did show for next week, so expiry March the 15th, there was a lot of $775 puts being purchased. So that does mean people are anticipating for it to trend down. Kind of a bold move if you think about it, but if that does happen, imagine what is going to happen to a lot of other stocks, such as even SoundHound and many others. So Nvidia isn't heavily shorted, and so that's something as well you need to keep in mind, because despite its run up, shorts haven't been bold enough to really double down. 1.19% of the free float is being shorted, and so far pre-market shorts are increasing about 5,000 shares, and 28.11 million shares overall are being shorted, and with it now at $949 pre-market, it is right below this R3, so you'll want to watch for this 951 resistance level to hopefully be broken, and if so, then this is where you could see $1,000. Probably not today, but maybe early as next week. And finally, last one, it is up 47.4%. Ticker is CERO. This is what they do, so you can always pause it, and whatever else, it is based out of the States. And oddly enough, it doesn't actually show which industry it is in, but this company isn't heavily shorted at all whatsoever. It kind of looks like, based on the it was a SPAC rollout that probably just got completely slaughtered. I'm not really sure the breakdown of why, but still, as far as this, if you're looking at trading it with it at $4.50, so at 46% so far, it is trading between this S1 and this pivot, so just watch for $6, that resistance point, vice versa $1.96. So this stock is going to be very, very volatile, not for the faint of heart by any means. And looking right here, as far as press releases, this was the news that came out today, so it does look like they're being announced publication in one of their research journals or something like that. So interesting stuff, not my cup of tea essentially, but it is what it is. You guys do whatever floats your boat. It is a very small cap stock, but a lot of volume is getting into it today, so might be something to kind of watch for. With all that said though, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for an account with MULN, throw $100 ad, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Take advantage of this, link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.